Hi! Hey! Okay, so I made myself a chatting screen, guys. I'm excited for this. All I gotta make a new one with better format. I'm messing over it like you can see what I'm doing. Ah! See, I wasn't able to test this. How's that look? Okay. Move it over a bit. A little too far. Okay, there we go. There we go. Enjoy your coffee, Jay, when you get back. I don't know if you can hear me, wherever you are. It's a good sign, Wodos. That's a good sign. Oh, God. So this is my first time using this chat one scene, so I'm unsure. See if this works better. That should do it. Hopefully that should do it. I should keep talking. Yeah, there we go. So, because my captions work as a window capture, I can't... Are you using your phone app? Because the phone app's been crashing for everybody lately. Aronson had the problem. I was in Wardian's stream just a few minutes ago and someone in his stream was having the same problem. Apparently the app's been bad about that lately. I was gonna say. Oh, guys, I'm out of it today, so it's gonna be a fun stream. No, you're on the PC? Okay, then I don't know. I don't generally have it happen on my desktop. So I usually do monitor setup for it. Me too! I got my monitor and my monitor. When I watch stuff on my laptop while I'm working. Twitch crashes all the time. I don't know what it is about my laptop. Hopefully the music's not too loud. Normally there's not words, but Midnight has words, so... Anyway, I wanted to get a chatting scene, so that, you know, I'm not, like, tiny up there where my picture is, and just a blank screen while we sit and chat for a few minutes. Ah, it's Angie. Sometimes Twitch makes everyone's names like this deep blue, which, because I have it in dark mode, I can't read it. So I'm always like, and it's usually casual. That's blue. Oh, that's why it was moved over. Because that... I should have tested this before coming on stream. But I wasn't planning on even using this scene yet. I just was sitting here and I was like, you know what I need to do? A chatting scene. I'm going to use it. It's not, I don't know if it's ready, but I'm going to use it. Because I'm like that. But yeah, Fallen Wyvern had that ordered for me and I almost cried. Do we have tube sign? Oh, man. But yeah, I figured it'd be better to chat without all the blankness. I hope to eventually... I keep mousing over my OBS as if you can see my mouse, but you can't. I'm hoping to make this whole thing on the right the chat screen, or put something else here where my picture is. It was open right now, so I just put my picture there instead for now. Just to... so it wasn't a blank space. I don't know, I can't Photoshop well enough to make this way, so I have to get Fallen Wyvern to do that, and I haven't had a chance yet. He's a busy guy. He's a very busy guy. Thank you. Anyway, also, exciting news. I can start up... Turn down. Nope. Pause the music. Pause the music. I'll open up Dragon Age now. I have a new transition, which you would have seen when I moved over, but you'll see it again when I move to gameplay in a second. My mouse just went, nope, you're in the screen for Dragon Age. Give me a second. I love playing older games on my computer when they don't want to do what you want to do. Also, who doesn't want a closer look at Grogu, right? Like, look how cute he is. Oh, Ramona! Whoop whoop! 5 month subscription. It's crazy that I've been doing this for 5 months, guys. Also my little ocarina. Charm bought me this for my birthday a couple years ago. And my Zarya, because who doesn't like pink-haired giant ladies? And who doesn't like Minskin Boo? Look, the little Boo. The little Boo. He's so cute. So cute. I need to get like Mass Effect things up for up there. I need more stuff, guys. Anyway, what I was going to do, I got distracted by my things. I'm very easily distracted today. I think it's because the picture is bigger right now. It could also just be that I keep having to move him because my cat Peridot keeps pushing this, and I'll like come over and he'll be sitting like that, like on the edge. So I'm like, oh no, you back up. I don't understand how I don't have Mass Effect things, Jay. Like, Mass Effect is my favorite. Also, you can't see any of the D&D stuff behind my child's art. It is an ocarina. I can't play it. I mean, it is playable, but I can't play it. It's terrible. And now you're going to watch me struggle putting it back in the hand it came in. Because this happens to me every time. And then I'm like, why can't I do? Oh no, right away, first time. Nice. Nice. Anyway, let me switch to gameplay now. So do you like my new transition? It is a vaporwave transition. It is made by the same person who made my last one, the glitch one. Yeah, I saw. So I follow him on his Ko-fi. I pronounce it Ko-fi, but apparently it's Kofi. And I get updates whenever he makes new things. And I got an email that he made a vaporwave. Yes, I can do that again. Let me go back and forth here. Chatting. Ooh. And then gameplay. Isn't it so fancy? Anyway, so I bought it from him because he's cool. But it's Spooky, I think. I don't know. His thing on Ko-fi is spooky. It says spooky. I keep going back into Dragon Age and then realizing I haven't. Guys, I got like 3 hours sleep last night, so like, don't mind me. I'm gonna be making dumb mistakes again. Aronson! Don't worry, I've installed the game this time. Mostly only because I've played it a bunch already. Aronson, did you get to see my vaporwave transition? Oh, also, Spivooky's Twitter link and everything is on my about page. In case you ever want to look at his stuff for transitions, he's got some good ones. I know Mrs. Mothmom uses his pentagram one for hers. I used to use his glitch one, but then he made a vaporwave one, and that's my whole aesthetic here, so I went, yes. He makes a bunch of other ones. I saw him make a flowery one. Like, he has got a lot of good transitions. So if you go to his Twitter, on my about page, you can find him there, or follow him on Ko-fi, Coffee, whatever it is. The thing on the bottom left, but him. But, yeah. I can't think of anything else new and exciting. That's about it. Just really cool transitions. Oh, and I made additional scenes, but that was nothing. I literally just moved my camera from here to the gameplay spot. It was easy. So, how is everybody? I didn't ask that. I also didn't shout you out yet, Jay. I think everyone here has seen you by now, but... Oh, that's loud. What game was that? Was that still Mass Effect? Because that sounded crazy loud. Oh no, that was Marvel. No, that wasn't Marvel. You were last playing Marvel. Yeah, you were saying that on I don't remember whose Discord it was on, but you were saying that. That sucks. Who knows? It was too small for me to see. I should maybe make the shutout bigger so we can see it better, but I don't know. Let's actually start this game, guys. Oh no! How close are we to the challenge now, Ramona? Oh yeah, I got my puppy. Can't get one in real life, so I better live through this game. 30%, not bad, not bad. It's understandable taking breaks. It's good sometimes. So excited to see Wardian streaming today, but lost it. We called the dog Menchie, which for anyone unfamiliar means emergency food supply.
Wake up, gentlemen. More
Chat voted.
Led by a dwarf, oddly enough.
Racism?
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
So Menchi is Menchi, as I understand it. And I think it's from an anime where they named their animal Menchi, which meant emergency food supply. I think. I don't remember which one or where. I just know a lot of my friends have named their animals Menchi, and when it came time to name the dog, Menchi was suggested. And I always name it Barkspawn. I figured it was time my dog had a different name. I say you should listen to your friend. We're not refugees.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Heinrich. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
Oh no! We're getting closer and closer. Guys, I think you're gonna do it. Bandits in all fantasy games just like this, they just look like the kind of bandits you meet in Skyrim, which came out for 5, 7, 9, 10, and 11 years later. It sure did. So you're toll collectors then?
Indeed, for the upkeep of the Imperial Highway. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it?
So you're fixing the highway? I think not.
Not much gets past you, I see.
It's not really a toll. We're just robbing you, see?
That's what I thought.
You shut up. Even a Genlock would have understood that.
I'm gonna say, forget it, I'm not paying.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
Oh, this guy. Ooh, I'm gonna intimidate and say, do you really want to fight a Grey Warden? I kind of want to say you can certainly try, because it's a very critical role, but intimidation check.
Did she say she's a Grey Warden? Them ones killed the king.
Traitors to Ferelden, I hear. Tern Loghain put quite a bounty on any who are
Oh,
found.
great, I forgot about that.
But aren't them Grey Wardens good? I mean, really good? Good enough to kill a king?
You have a point. Well, let's forget about the toll. We'll just leave you to your darkspawn fighting, king-killing ways.
I'm gonna say persuade. You know, the Grey Wardens could use a donation. A donation? A donation.
You don't say.
That is really good, boss. Remember,
Well, yes.
Remember.
20 silvers? That's all we've collected today.
An excellent donation. Thank you.
Then take it. Do enjoy your stay in Lothering and all that.
Wish I could find people to give them the money back, but I don't know who they stole money from. I don't think that's an option. And I have to remember to constantly save this game in case it crashes. Oh, I thought the game was crashing.
There it is. Lothering. Pretty exciting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing?
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
I'm gonna say, what did you want to talk about, Alistair?
His navel, I suspect. He certainly has been contemplating it for long enough.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
You have some thoughts on that point, Alistair?
This should be good.
I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them?
No, not yet.
There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
I'll say that we need to find these people.
I can give you directions if you like.
Where do we find Arleman?
He'll be at Castle Redcliffe, in the far western part of Ferelden, next to the mountain passes. If he isn't there, someone will be able to tell us where he is.
Where do we find the Dalish elves?
If we head eastward, towards the Brazilian forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully, they will still be there.
I've been exiled from Orzammar. I can't go back there.
You're going to have to. I certainly wouldn't want to go there alone.
Why? Would it frighten you? Are you afraid of dark and sunken places?
I mean, we won't have any choice. You'll be there under Grey Warden business, and the dwarves will just have to see reason.
They certainly are renowned for an abundance of reason, 'tis true.
How do we... When Alistair says Arl Eamon, it sounds like he's saying Ari Lehman, who was the first actor to play Jason Voorhees. Nice. How do we get to Orzammar from here exactly?
You don't know where Orzammar is?
She doesn't know how to find it on the surface, fool. She has never been here before.
If you follow the west road around Cullenhard Lake into the mountains through Gerland's Pass, from there I expect you'd know the way.
If the Grey Warden said Jason Voorhees on their side, this whole thing would go a lot smoother. Would it, though? Like, would he actually be on anyone's side? I feel like he and the Darkspawn would get along better, honestly. Like, they're taking out the debauchery and shit. That's what he does. Kills people that are fucking and stuff. This is his whole deal. Though he is very magical. So I don't know. That's up for debate. Let's do a vote. Where do we find the Circle of Magi?
That will be at their tower on Lake Kalenhard to the north. We'll be looking for the first enchanter, whoever that
Menchie.
is.
Jago! Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh wait, your characters in this game go camping and have premarital sex. Yeah, Jason is a bad idea. Just suddenly like... eh. Freddy wouldn't be useful, because do Darkspawn dream? I don't think so. And Grey Wardens have bad dreams, so Freddy's also probably on their side. I don't think these bad guys are going to join our side. I think that's the moral of the story. Michael, if we just tell him he has relations in the Darkspawn, he might go after them. That's, just be like, Laurie's with the Darkspawn. Go. He's not that dumb. Trying to think if Cenobites would go for Darkspawn, but I think that'd already be their jam. Yeah, I got nothing. Maybe we could send Chucky at him. Yeah. Now I want to see the Dragon Age Jason crossover. Is that casual? It is casual. Stupid colors. Can't see it. Yeah, Morgan is a jerk. Where would Logain be exactly?
If he isn't out in the field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course.
Cenobites are probably over in Orlais, shredding decadent French stereotype nobles. I mean, that is kind of what that whole one movie was about, so yeah. I don't need any more directions.
Then you have a plan.
I'm ready to get going.
Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Can I make poisons yet? Oh, we need flasks. I don't have trap making or anything yet. Okay.
So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps. You would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
Ooh, burn.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates, mages outside of the tower. That's illegal, you know.
You did not read that in a book somewhere, did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Or we could not talk about your mother. That works for me.
I think I'll put the subtitles on for ambient talk too. I'm pretty sure Leatherface would just be a regular Darkspawn equipped with a chainsaw. Yeah, I think you're right. Jeez, just kiss already, you two. Oh, there's a bunch of broken crates. I need to go find.
off.
Stealing all this refugees stuff. I do need to find a place to buy stuff soon. Okay. They don't need it.
You there. If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you, there's none to be found.
Is that Cullen, or is that just his voice actor?
Move on if you can. Lothering's lost.
I'll go where I want now. I'm saying, do you know about the bandits just outside the village?
Thieves prey on the unfortunate whenever they get the chance. We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we Templars can barely keep order. You'd be better off elsewhere, my friend.
I'm still gonna pass through. That's how movement works. Are you keeping me from going in? Right? It's like they. How do they not know there's a mage with you? She's already mentioned that they eye her up. Like, how do they not know Morgan is a mage? Ah, yes. I turned ads back on. I don't know if you can hear me while this is going on. So I don't think... They shouldn't have happened already. I don't understand. This is why I turned them off. Okay. I didn't think you could hear me while the ads were going on. I think I turned the ads back on. I wanted to see how, if I improved the setup, how they were. I'll change them later, because they shouldn't already be going. It hasn't been... I don't understand Twitch. Twitch is all like, hey, let's make things, and not just Twitch, but my bots too. If I have things for automatic timers, like my Discord coming up, I set it to every 45 minutes. It's been 30 minutes since my stream started. There shouldn't be an ad for at least 15 minutes. Oh, you know what it is? I switched it so I made it so the first ad wouldn't start for at least half an hour. Because what it was doing is people would come into the stream. It would do the "you've just opened the stream" ad. And then a few minutes later would do the event ad. The random ad. Right away. It wouldn't, like, give a break. So I might make that start a bit later, too. That way it is actually every 40 minutes. So the next one shouldn't be for 45 minutes from now. I make that every hour. I'm still playing with it. They probably didn't notice Morgan as a witch because they're too busy noticing her titties out. All our magic goes into that improbable top of hers. It's the only thing holding it up. I'm saying, are you keeping me from going in?
I'm just warning you, things may not be as hospitable as you would expect. People are frightened.
Also, that's not Cullen, that's Fenris. There you see my automatic Discord server update thing. That one was actually half an hour. That was good. Good job. What are they saying? I wasn't looking. It's hard to play, listen to everybody, like watch chat and watch my subtitles. Because sometimes my subtitles are just ridiculous. Is anyone in charge here?
The band has marched north with Tern Logain, so Lothering's on its own. Most folks look to Elder Miriam. Otherwise, you could speak to Sir Bryant in the Chantry, I suppose. It's up to you.
I really gotta ask Miss Mothbomb if she does anything special to make hers pretty
it's just
accurate.
a guess, but I'm thinking everyone in Lothering is aware of the approaching Darkspawn horde.
Because hers actually sometimes often say what she is saying, and mine are just oh, flasks, yes. What does Deathroot do? Ooh, stunning the target. Just gonna create one. And then I'm gonna... I've never actually made a thing before. This is exciting. So I made rogues before, but I've never actually used them. To their full extent. I've never had them make traps or potions or anything.
All right.
Have you seen my mother?
I said, you poor thing, did you and your mother get separated?
Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her.
Do you know where your father is?
He went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back.
So come with me, I'll help you look for your mother.
Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village.
I'll say, go to the chantry, child. Someone will look after you.
I will, but only if I don't find Mother first. So, you're a dwarf, aren't you?
I'll say, did my height give me away?
Father says dwarves are really greedy, but you're not
racist.
greedy at all. Thank you for helping me.
Racism. The Chanter's board. Time to get all these small quests.
The child.
And Eileen spoke unto the masses, my hearth is yours, my
Come on,
bread
Eileen.
is yours, my life is yours. For all who walk in the sight of the Maker are one.
I was thinking that too. This kid's storyline and Cockney accent makes me think a gas mask is about to grow out of their face and they'll start saying, "Are you my mummy?" Oh, that was such a good episode. Just say, have anything of interest on the board?
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
Not one will feast on your living heart. They will take your children.
Bandits, bandits everywhere. As transcribed on behalf of Sir Bryant, Templar and Defender of the Faith, know all those that who prey upon refugees do so under pain of death. Oh, I should have killed those guys. The Maker spurns bandits and their kind. The Templars offer a sizable reward for the apprehension or execution of the bandit leaders plying their trade in the northern wood and roads. Beware, the bandits are numerous and of considerable skill. Only a well-armed and well-trained party should brave the deep wood. We pray for the success of any who undertake this mission. Residents of good standing and passing travelers have indicated there are 3 bandit groups in the northern wood. This humble chanter would echo Sir Brian's caution, lest you wind up another victim of these evil men. The reward for such service is 3 sovereigns. May the Maker look after his children in our our hour of need. That sounds like something a dwarf would do, because apparently we're greedy. Hey, go back and kill them after they gave you money. That way you get paid twice. That's just smart business. There is no hope. Deal with the bandits taking advantage of travelers. Bandits have set up a barricade on the road to Lothering. Yep, so I have to. Alright, I'm gonna go kill those guys later. Oh, no, there's stuff over here. In fact, maybe I should go kill those guys now. It seems like a great chaotic neutral. It's what my character would do moment. It's what the one chaotic neutral character I've made would do.
To charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis.
Oh, Alistair.
Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman?
It's a flannel shirt gang. It's like the Lollipop Guild. I say, is your profiteering ruffling some feathers?
You could say that, yes.
The nerve of these people!
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
Go fight some demons in British Columbia. I mean Kansas, you big Winchesters. Actually, they do kind of look like Sam and Dean. You know, like really discount bargain bin Sam and Dean. So you don't think you're being unscrupulous? Morgan's gonna hate me. She can deal with it though.
Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving.
I mean, everyone should be leaving. I'm gonna persuade and say, I think you can compromise and still make a profit, no?
Perhaps. If that woman agrees I'm allowed to charge something.
Do what you must, so long as the prices do not beggar the needy.
Fine, fine, done. And since you don't look too needy, normal prices for you.
So, we have come to solve every squabble in the village personally. My, but the Darkspawn will be impressed.
Thank you for your generous assistance. May the Maker watch over your path.
Yes, I know Morgan disapproves. They look like Sam and Dean cosplayers who think they did really good and you just don't have the heart to tell them. Like me at Fan Expo 2016. I should have drawn stubble on my face, but I did not do that. They're like 10th place in the cosplay contest after the Naruto who just wore off-the-rack orange scrubs. Oh, here's the chest I saw. I was like, where is it?
Yes.
Alright. I'm gonna go sell some stuff first. Before I go out to get the bandits, because I have a feeling...
The legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts.
Please, you're scaring the children.
Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands.
Sure, this is a
one
Wendy's.
of their minions is already amongst us. This woman bears their evil stench. Can't you not see the vile blackness that fills her?
I was just thinking that, Wodo. Great minds think alike. Nope. Watch where you throw accusations, fool.
Please stop. Somebody shut his mouth.
But isn't he right? The ban left us. We're going to die.
This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us!
I'm gonna say, you poor man, what happened to you?
My family, my clan, those creatures butchered them all. Some of us fled here, but we cannot escape the dog spawn!
I'll say it must have been horrible. How did you escape?
I ran, hearing my wife's screams
Oh,
as
don't
they
compare me to
dragged
your
her
dead
off.
wife.
She had hair the same color as yours.
Yeah. It is weird that he always compares the Femme Warden to his wife. It's like, nah, why you gotta make it weird? So you were not honoring her death by acting like this.
Are you calling me a coward?
Yes. Okay, dogs are not... I'm not gonna insult dogs like that. You have time to put all that body paint, but not enough time to save your wife, apparently. I'm calling you an idiot. Listen to yourself for a moment.
I have shamed my ancestors.
Bet she's like, hey, standing right here.
But the blackness will come.
Oh, geez, now I'm making up a quick
He
headcanon
was
for this
right,
guy.
wasn't he? There's no hope for us.
Tell me about your headcanon, Casual. I love to hear it. I'm gonna say, there's always hope. Muster your courage. Persuasion.
You're right. We can't give up.
But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim.
Evil shall descend upon us!
Why did I get you to go if you're still gonna... You're posting Discord? Perfect. That run was something. Oh, save, because I just talked to this dude. Sir Marin.
If you seek refuge in the Chantry, there's simply no room left.
I say, you're closed?
We turn none aside, but we simply don't have room for anyone to sleep. I know it's not something many dwarves do, but if you wish to offer devotion to the Maker,
oh, I thought you
you
meant
may
sleep.
enter.
Do you know about the bandits on the highway?
Yes, but we can barely keep order in the village right now. We have no men to chase down bandits. If you like, you can speak to Sir Bryant, but I doubt he'll tell you differently.
Who's in charge of this chantry? Can you imagine being some out-of-work voice actor and you're like, man, that emoting loudly in the Cockney class was a waste of money, and then you and the land the audition for this game? That had to be so validating. Who's in charge of this chantry?
The revered mother runs the chantry itself, and Sir Bryant heads the Templars stationed here.
Why are you pausing so long after your... I'm not gonna ask you news, you're gonna be fucking forever.
Make her watch over you.
Yes.
What did it say? What did that caption say? I didn't see it. I always go back and check later. Make a video of it or something.
There's word of darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon it. That is all. May the Maker have mercy on us. Yes, my lady? Who might you be?
Yes, I am the Grey Warden Sereda.
I see. I am Ser Bryant, commander of the Lothering Templars. Tern Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the king's death. You know this, I hope.
I'll say the Grey Wardens did no such thing.
I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Tern claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case.
Both those bandits outside the
Maker's
village.
breath. How many times must we drive them off?
I would say I can do that if you like.
No need. I will have it dealt with. Again. Savaral, those fool bandits have returned. Take some men and drive them off and see if you can't capture that leader of theirs this time.
As you command, Sir Bryant.
Hello, Templar Alistair model.
No, unless there's something else you need.
I need some information.
If the matter is important, certainly.
Are you in charge here?
The revered mother leads this flock. I merely command her Templars. Normally, our role is to protect the Chantry and seek out unsanctioned magic. For now, it is all we can do to protect the innocent.
Where would I find the revered mother?
In her study, no doubt, preparing what she will take when we eventually evacuate.
How do Templars fight against magic?
We have more than swords at our disposal. We're taught to dispel unholy magics as well. If only our powers work to keep away the Darkspawn. Alas, it is not so.
Are you the only protection this village has? That revered mother better not make me stick my hand in a pain box. I'm getting lost about who's who because of the model reuse. Mind you, I have never seen or played Dragon Age until you started streaming. Yeah, I mean, if they're important, they're with me. That's mostly what you need to know.
Our ban was summoned by Tern Loghain, and he took his soldiers north with him. Lothering has been abandoned. Travel safely.
You're not helpful.
And may the Maker watch over you.
Yeah, I forgot just how much model reuse there is in this game. Menshi's obviously the most important character. Obviously.
Those who seek redemption, deliver. Let those who have sinned be forgiven.
And when the chant spreads across all four corners of the world, let it rise at last to the ears of the Maker. Let him hear our unwavering faith. Let him hear our righteous.
Should just let people walk in and talk to the revered mother?
Will you be making a donation to the Chantry, my friend? You look like you have salvaged more of value than most who make it here.
Four reused models in a Baywatch rerun. Oh my god. What tithe is acceptable?
Might I suggest 30 silver?
Yeah, sure, whatever. 30 silver.
Thank you, dear woman. What can I do
I'm about
for
to sell
you
a whole
then?
bunch of shit. Grey Warden, I need your help.
A Grey Warden? Here? Oh dear. You put me in a difficult position. You must know that Tern Loghain declared the Grey Wardens to be outlaws.
Those slow-mo run shots, dear gods. So I've heard, but it is Loghain who betrayed the king.
Tern Loghain? That is as hard for me to believe as his condemnation of the Wardens. There is a price on your head. Lay low, and I promise to keep your presence a secret. That is the best I can do. Now, if there is nothing else...
Can you provide any help to the Grey Wardens at all?
I cannot help you without risking the safety of this village and Chantry. The best I can do is keep your presence a secret. I am sorry. Now,
Why does everyone have my hair?
if there is nothing else,
I should go. I don't want your
may
blessing of
the
a
Maker
dwarf.
guard you, Grey Warden.
All right.
XP.
Then shall the chant of light make it pure. Let all mankind be humble. Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
And when the Maker spoke, a chant of light scattered in the darkness. The word dispelled fear and ignorance. Let those who cry out from the shadows be comforted.
Let's go kill some... No, let's go sell some stuff first. Menchie, where'd you go? See his little dot running. There he is. Look at that later. Okay. I'm gonna go sell my junk.
Just how smart are Mabari supposed to be, anyway? Do you think they understand everything we say? Oh, is that so?
Conversational barking.
You could just be listening to the tone of my voice. You could be an utter moron for all we know. Hey, hey, hey now! There's nothing saying that a moron can't be cute and adorable. Who's the cute and adorable puppy? Ignorance is bliss, isn't it? That's what the Chantry kept telling me anyhow.
Helpful refugee, huh?
You might not want to go in. Tavern's full, and those soldiers are being a nuisance.
Why the tavern's full? It's a stupid question. Tell me about these soldiers.
They're not here to defend us. They were looking for someone before they started drinking. I hear they almost killed a man because they didn't like his face. I wonder if they're deserters from the King's army.
You seem unhappy.
Is there any reason to be happy? With the King dead, them Darkspawn will overrun Lothering before anyone can organise. You'd think those soldiers could at least run off the bandits. I hear someone gave them what they deserved. Wasn't you, was it?
No, why do you ask?
It would be nice to thank whoever did it, that's all.
So
Good
I
luck
haven't
to
done
you.
it yet. Unless I did by...
Did you speak to that knight yesterday? Said he was from Redcliffe.
Oh.
We talked to everyone in the tavern. How are we supposed to know where the urn of sacred ashes is? Might as well ask us how to get to the moon.
He said that all the Redcliffe knights were looking for it. They didn't have anything better to do. I don't get it.
And I'm off.
I'm off.
I've got a cut.
Oh. Oop.
Well, look what we have here then. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Low gains, men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about a dwarf by this very description? And everyone said they hadn't seen one.
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there is no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
So let's talk about this before things get out of hand.
I doubt he would listen. He blindly follows his master's commands.
I am not the blind one. I served at Ostagar, where the Turn saved us from the Grey Warden's treachery. I serve him gladly. Enough talk! Take the Warden into custody. Kill this sister and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right. Let's make this quick.
Oh. Oh, shit.
Here comes trouble! Yes. I'll try to be
Alright, let's go!
All right, you've won. We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
May as well figure out how to get to the moon. Well, Lothering guy, first you need to calculate thrust, which equals mass times acceleration. I'll say the Grey Wardens didn't betray King Kalen, Loghain did.
I was there. The turn pulled us out of a trap.
I'll say the Terran left the king to die.
The Wardens led the king to his death. The turn could do nothing.
Well, that's the idea of being sassy. She's a sassy princess. Take a message to Loghain.
What do you want to tell him?
I'll say the Grey Wardens know what really happened.
I'll tell him. Right away. Now. Thank you.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
So I see. Where does a sister learn to fight like that?
I wasn't born in the Chantry, you know. Many of us had more colorful lives before we joined. Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was.
I'll say, what does that mean?
I joined the Chantry to live a life of religious contemplation. But I am no priest, not even an initiate.
You can call me Serena if you must.
Those men said you're a Grey Warden. You will be battling the Darkspawn, yes? That is what Grey Wardens do. I know after what happened, you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
And just what help would you be to me?
The Maker told me to join you. Surely, he would not do so without good reason.
Why should I care about what your god wants?
He is not just my god. The Maker has love for all. I know you may not believe, but I had a dream. A vision.
More crazy? I thought we were all full up.
Look at the people here. They are lost in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos, will spread. The Maker doesn't want this. What you do, what you are meant to do, is the Maker's work. Let me help.
Very well, I will not turn away help when it's offered.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down.
I'm just gonna keep this party though, because I want to do what she does. Wow.
I'm scared. When are we going home?
Yes.
Ooh, Commander's plate armor. Is that good for Alistair? Oh wow, Alistair can't even wear it yet. 24 strength. Saving that for later though.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
Show me what you've got. Oh, I haven't equipped my wolfhound. I feel like that does something later. Just a ring. Oh, wolf pelts. Do you use them for anything or just sell them? If I recall, all this stuff is fine to sell. It's for the money. If not, I can buy it later. Ooh. Neat. Okay. Probably should have sold half that stuff. Okay. Let me go. I'm just gonna sell most of this. I don't need. I know I'm gonna get some more people soon. Oh, I should probably armor up Liliana. Oh, I know who that's for. I was like, who's that for? Alright. No one else to...
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
Nobody well-paying work in Lothering.
Check the chanter's board by the chantry. There's good jobs there. I don't suppose you know anything about poison.
I hate having to put armor on Liliana. Such a sexy sister should not have to wear a goofy Star Wars pilot hat. Yeah. I have feelings about her. Poison. I have dabbled in such things.
I figured if I kept asking, I'd find someone. I'd pay good coin for some simple poison. Something to slow them beasties down or make them think twice.
Any idea where I can get ingredients?
Well, there's herbs in the North Wood. As for other stuff, look around town. Some refugees just left things behind to travel faster. I don't really know what you need, though. I might have some in stock, too.
I've heard the plans, but I think I need later. I didn't remember. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna give everybody and then save. Why'd I go to Alistair? Okay. Neat. Go. Thought it showed up on him. Alright, well, let's save and keep doing things.
So how is it that Terran Logain survived when even the Grey Wardens didn't make it out of that place down south?
I heard he saw just in time what those Grey Wardens were doing and saved his men. He's a hero, that's what he is.
Too bad he couldn't save poor King Kaelin. Blast those Grey Wardens, they deserve what they got and more.
I'll say. First they dragged the king down there, and then they throw him to the wind. No wonder it all went bad.
Allison.
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps?
What do you need traps for?
Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured I'd put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps.
Why don't you just buy some?
None to be had. Barlin has all the traps in the village in his fields.
Barlin has poison traps in his land?
He doesn't have any poison yet, thank the Maker. So his fields are just full of traps. He can be a bit eccentric.
Sorry, I can't make traps.
I didn't mean to bother you. Sorry.
So tell me something, Morrigan. Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on occasion, but I always returned. Why? Is that so strange? It was my home.
But it was just you and your mother there. No one else.
Mother occasionally had company.
What? Company? Do I even want to ask?
No, you really don't.
Search every corner of town. For some reason. Little chicken coops? What's going on there? Oh, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Alright. Oh, there's a sack. There's the ad break. Yeah, it's about 45 minutes away. Okay, so I will change that.
Going.
Let me know when you're back.
You got a bed for the night? You taken care of?
Ah, good spot to... Ah. Are you back? Cool. Actually, I was hoping I could help you.
Don't need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
I don't, my friend does.
Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
Okay. I'm a barley crunch.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods?
I didn't need them. Here you go.
This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
Nope, nope, I want everybody. Ah. I haven't gone this way yet, so I'll go here first. Or did I go here? Because this is the... Okay, I got really turned around. Who was Dane and why are they a refuge? I don't know. Oh, is that the name of the... Okay, that's the name of it. Okay. Don't mind Jupe, she just doesn't know how to read maps.
I saw you take the supplies from my car. Your grassland eyes are inept. A chastened would never stoop to petty theft. You marsh folk are all thieves and liars.
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my food?
I said enough!
Okay.
The carnage we left in the wilds was horrifying.
Shokke basit Isra, Maradis.
Oh.
Adetwasit, Abana Kyun, Maras Shokra, Ananesam Kyun. You aren't one of my captors. I have nothing to say that would amuse a dwarf. Leave me in peace.
You're a prisoner? Who put you here?
I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
Kunari?
If you haven't heard of us, that is your own shortcoming. Though it matters little now. I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
What did you do to end up here?
I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this?
Are you guilty?
Are you asking if I feel guilt or if I'm responsible for the deed? However I feel, whatever I've done, my life is forfeit now.
Who did you murder?
The people of a farmhold. 8 humans, in addition to the children.
I'm gonna say that's horrible.
I agree.
Aren't you interested in seeking atonement?
Death will be my atonement.
So you would prefer to die?
I would prefer to die in battle, but my choices have been made.
You could help defend the land against the Blight.
The Blight? Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Yeah, let's be honest.
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Stan, why do I want to bring you? Would the revered mother let you free?
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance. It seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
I'll leave you for now.
Farewell, then.
A penitent man left to be torn to pieces by Darkspawn. 'Tis a fine example of the Chantry's mercy, is it not?
I mean, he killed 8 people and children. Good old Stan. Time to go exploring out here, find some stuff and some bandits.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Rip.
Let's wipe them out quickly!
For the Grey Warden!
That's a lot of randos.
Let's have at it!
If you insist.
That guy's bugging out.
Very well.
All right, run while you can.
So be it.
You smell
Funeral rest.
Let us end this!
Look, I'm still alive.
Really suits you.
I cannot be
think we work
defeated.
well together.
I just decapitated that guy. That's her ice salve.
Going.
Chainmail. Let's try that.
Leave us alone.
Stop.
That's not good.
Darkspawn. Slay them all!
Someone help!
I shall do it.
It's a really weird bug that's happening here.
Here they come.
Right then.
That won't stop me.
Yes.
Sealed letter, huh? Maleficarum regrets. I won't go back, let them hunt, and dread finding me. But you, Melis, should not live with this life. It would please me if you found a life in the Circle Tower. I left a few things there, mostly stolen from the enchanters. Sell them to fund a new path. The cash is in the study area. Middle alcove. Goodbye.
All right.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
You're welcome.
The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
I don't... Don't you want to travel with the Grey Warden?
Grey Wardens? My, that does rather explain a lot. No offence, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune, Dad.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Why aren't you coming with me?
And I'm off.
Ooh. So many gifts. There we go, bandits. So I just fuck up and not get Sandal? Or is he gonna come with me later?
Too easy. Time to slay.
Another point for me.
Behind you.
Oh, there's some bandits, okay.
All right.
How amusing.
Oh, where did Alistair die? Oh well. We got this.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Huh.
Okay, okay. Nice, nice. What is with the blood doing this? Oh. Go back and talk to them just in case. No, I do recall them. Saying that, so.
And I'm off.
Danger approaches. As you wish.
Yes.
At you then.
Yes. And I'm off.
For the Grey Warden!
Off I go.
Wow. Okay. Oh, there you go. I have a Gmail. Just look stupid with a hat on. I don't think we have... Oh, we do have a Lothering kit. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Oh, as far as I can go that way, that's why. Jesus, that scared me.
Think it thinks we're sucker.
Oh no, spiders!
All right.
As you wish. Very well.
Now this should be fun.
Maker!
Look over there.
So be it.
Delightful. Yes.
Oh,
this
all
should
right.
be good.
Let's go! Right then.
Ooh, toxin extract.
Going.
That's all I can do.
Right.
Let's
Who
wipe
ordered
them out
death?
quickly. All right.
Oh! Let's grab some glory! You are for it.
All right.
Very well. Another battle, I see. Is your time to die? I am your death.
I think we work well together.
Before I call this guy's field's gonna have a ton of traps.
Huh. Yes.
Ooh, entry kit's good. Correct enchanter. I think I have 3 flasks now. Shit. Two. Can I buy flasks in town? Just random saving just in case.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
Show me what you've got. Well, that's me. Flask. That's a whole lot of flasks. Oh. 6 should be good. Was it venom you wanted? Venom, okay.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my stock?
I forgot what you asked for, or have what you asked for.
Splendid! If those beasties come on my land, I hope it teaches them a lesson. Yeah, enough gold to cover any of your expenses and then some, hey? Because I still don't have food to sell.
He also had... Oh, I need to... Yeah, have trap making. Means I'll need to level up before I can help that lady. Unless Liliana can help. Am I only able to...
Did you see the new recruiters out?
I'd keep your voice down if I were you. They're pressing anyone who can hold a sword into service.
The Terran wants a new army, but is it to fight them Darkspawn or those nobles shouting against them?
I've no idea, but I'm sure not about to raise my hand if you catch my meaning. Not after what happened down south.
She's still around? Yeah, she is. Okay.
Blast and damnation.
Indeed.
I'm just gonna put you back, don't worry. No, she doesn't make traps either, she only makes poison and steals. Okay, well, I'll equip her while I can. How strong is Liliana? Yeah, it looks better. That'll do for now. Alright, well, I'll put my party back.
Of all the...
Indeed. I have a wonder, Alistair, if you will indulge me.
Do I have a choice?
Of the two of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here? I find it curious that you allow another to lead while you follow.
You find that curious, do you?
In fact, you defer to a new recruit. Is this the policy of the Grey Wardens, or simply a personal one?
What do you want to hear? That I prefer to follow? I do.
You sound so very defensive.
Couldn't you crawl into a bush somewhere and die? That would be great, thanks.
So much sass.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day.
Yay! I got money. Bear's attack. On behalf of Ted, the farmer, and his departed son, I inscribe this missive. As the Maker is my witness, I charge all those with knowledge of arms and armor to brave the dangers of the northern wood to find the family of bears that mauled and killed the boy Eneth. For they are an abomination in the Maker's sight, and their hides would prove great comfort to the northern farms and solace for Ted's family. As chanter for Lothering, I do pledge a sum of 1 sovereign to whoever carries out this, the Maker's will. Exercise caution first and foremost. May his light bathe us all. A thanks to all villagers who've opened their barns and crofts to the refugees in these dark times. The chantry regularly hears praise from our visitors, and your virtuous deeds are mentioned in many prayers. Sadly, there is a lone boy in the village whose mother, Goodwife Sarah, is missing. As she has been missing for the better part of a week, as of this writing, she is presumed dead. May the Maker bless her passing. She was a lady of middle years with red hair and fond of a green cloak. If any traveler or resident comes across her in the wilds, please return her body or the effects on her remains. In later years, the boy will be thankful to have such keepsakes to remember his brave mother by. The office of the chanter will compensate this kindness with a sum of 50 silvers. May the Maker turn his gaze on us all. Thank
Yes?
you.
What can I do for you now?
Coffee.
Discord was down, so I printed this if you want it.
Okay, you can just text me.
No, I couldn't. Everything data on my phone wasn't working.
Oh,
I
weird.
had to reset my phone.
Weird.
Factory.
Nice, okay. Thank
If
you.
want it.
Thank you. Not gonna eat it on stream though, so.
No, I know.
those are dice. What?
This one?
What?
It's from the Baldur's Gate set.
No, that's my dice. For my red set from years ago. Django was rolling them while he was over. Oliver was trying to tell me I stole his dice. I want to talk about Stan, the Canary you imprisoned.
It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
What did he do?
He butchered an entire farmhold. Only one of the youngest hid long enough to survive. The child said his father had found the Canary gravely wounded and took him in. That kindness was repaid with murder. The bandsman found the Canary just standing amidst the carnage. He did not resist them.
What would make him do such a thing?
He would not say, though he acknowledged his guilt. Even the seasoned knights who apprehended him were disturbed by the carnage. However docile he appears, do not be fooled. That Canary is a danger.
I'll say I want him freed, I might have use for him.
Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
So I was thinking you might release him into my custody.
To defend against the Blight. Perhaps that is a form of atonement. But are you certain you can control him?
Persuade if you prefer. I could invoke the right of conscription.
I'm not sure that would help, considering your group's current standing. But you have convinced me. Here then, take the key to the Canary's cage and take him away. I pray this is the right path for all our sakes.
Oh, what is with all the graphics today? It's so weird. And the orphan's mother? We're just go get Sten and replace Alistair with Sten for a bit. Oh, I didn't check that rebel earlier.
Why do you always go on about how stupid I am? I'm not stupid, am I?
If you need to ask the question...
Because it hurts my manly feelings, you know. Or one of them.
Then I'll be sure to write you an apology once all of this is over.
I was educated by the Chantry. I studied history. They don't make stupid Templars.
Then I must have been mistaken. I'm very impressed.
No, you're not. You're not even listening to me.
My, you are smarter than you look after all. Your Chantry must have been very proud.
She's so mean. I don't remember the reason for the well, it might be somewhere else.
And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
I guess that will do.
May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
Blasted.
Yes.
Get Sten for a bit, so I can hear their conversations. Oh, let me, one, two. There we go. Okay, sweet. To the right. Oh, lots of wolves.
It shall be as you say.
Yes.
Oh god, that's a lot of wolves.
So be it.
Oh, scared me. What's up?
No, I just got it all back up and running, and now I want to come see what you're doing.
Oh, I'm streaming. You scared me.
Fine. Too bad. Now we get
So we're doing a lot of wolves. Oh god, this action economy.
Another point for me. Another battle I see. All right, I'm game.
Oh.
This action
I see.
Waste of a sun.
It's your time to die.
Performed as I expected.
Why do wolves have a lyrium potion on them?
Yes. And I'm off.
Oh, there she is.
Going.
You found the body of the boy's mother and have recovered her keepsake. Follow the bears.
All right.
Will not
You
win!
cannot win. Another battle.
Anon is
Was there any doubt?
So I can go back to the chanter. I think that's it for Lothering. I was hoping I would level up or something. Oh, I'm so close.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
Oh yeah, I leveled up.
For a foundation built of stone, marble, or any precious metal is worthless if faith in the Maker is absent.
The quick stepping rogue can more easily outmaneuver opponents, granting a wider flanking angle that makes backstabs easier to achieve. Nice. Do the quest with the barmaid, or is that another town? I don't think there's any quests with the barmaid here. But I don't remember. I'm trying to get trap making so I can do the quest for this chick, but characters learn to carry one attack through to the next, increasing attack speed substantially. Oof, I don't want to do that mode. So I think I will increase my sneaking for now. Oh, Deadly Strike's good. The rogue makes this first strike at a vulnerable area on the target, dealing normal damage but getting a bonus to armor penetration. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Did not give me trap making. Shit. Oh well. I had to find a trainer. Okay. So I can't make traps, so I can't do that lady's thing. Alright, so let's go to town then. Or let's leave town. Let's get out of town. I gotta turn around. This is the way I want to. Nope, no, this is the way I want to go. Go in the right direction. Oh. Quest completed. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we still got time to go play a bunch. Gather your party and venture forth. Cutscenes!
Bad dreams, huh?
I'll say must have been something I ate.
Drank more like, as in the tainted blood, remember? You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
The Archdemon, is that the dragon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
I'll say I'm not frightened.
I screamed like a little girl. Duncan said he thought I had someone in my room. Not embarrassing at all. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Oh god, so many quests. Okay. Time to talk to everyone I have in camp right now.
Yes?
Oh, so much shorter than her. I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
What would someone like you be doing in Lothering's Chantry?
What is meant by someone like me?
They don't teach you how to fight in the cloister, do they?
Did you think I was always a cloistered sister? The Chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed.
Affirmed?
We affirm our belief in the Maker, in Andraste and the Chant, but other than that, there are no vows taken.
What did you do before that?
I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course. Let's move on.
What do you need?
Do you want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
he was like a father to you, I understand.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the Blight and everything. I'm sorry.
I'll say no harm done, Alistair.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
So glad I wasn't drinking yet. It's weird to be at junk height to Alistair. Maybe I should romance Alistair since I'm the perfect type. No. We're not romancing it this time. I'll say he had you.
I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him in the battle. I feel like I abandoned him.
No, I understand completely.
Of course. I'd be dead then, wouldn't I?
Are they not able to romance?
It's not like that.
I'm
would
out.
Make him happier.
Not playing this game.
I think he came from High Ever. Or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Dwarves don't practice cremation, do they? How do your people honor your dead?
I've never played one either. I just assumed you could because you're the player, but maybe not. I know you can't, like, romance a dwarf character until, like, 3. And even then, it's just like a... It's like a fling, and that's it. Doesn't count towards your romances at all. Actually, I don't even know if you can romance them, or if it's just friendship. I don't remember. We'll see when I get there. Now we entomb our dead within the stone beneath our tags.
I heard about that, now that I think about it. Their spirits return to the rock, strengthening the foundation of the tide. It sounds so strange.
I'll say no stranger than burning your honored dead to ashes.
I suppose you're right. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
I'll say maybe I'll go to High Ever with you when you go.
I'd like that. So would he, I think.
Ooh, Alistair proofs.
Why are we stopping?
Let's get a few things straight.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
I need to know I can trust you at my back.
I am Kunari. I have given my word to aid you. We are not people of idle promises.
I'll say I've never seen a Kunari before. Tell me about your people.
No.
I wasn't expecting that.
Get used to disappointment. People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of, the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
Who excel at poverty, oh my god. You said you were in the army.
I am.
What made you decide... Why would Kunari send soldiers here? That's my question.
The Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Kunari. We are how my people know the world.
Doesn't that make your view of things a little skewed?
Compared to what?
You might learn more about people if you weren't hostile.
What does anyone truly know of the world? The world changes. We change. The Antam observe what we can, just as you do. There is no point to this. We are keeping the Darkspawn waiting.
Are you alright? You were in the cage for weeks.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
We should get moving.
As you wish.
Yeah, I know it's done. Shit. Oh no, they are here. Woo! Munchie!
Oh, why, you little...
Are you harassing my dog?
Me? Harassing your dog? I should say it's the other way round. Your furry friend here took offence at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
I'll say good boy, teach your silly Alistair a lesson.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Where's Morgan? Oh, she's all the way past them, so I'll go.
You're a hard woman to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy. Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
So Duncan never mentioned you.
Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
What promise did Duncan make to you?
My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden Commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Olin banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
What happened next?
Hard to say. After King Olin died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
So what favor did you ask of Duncan?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour.
Couldn't you just go there by yourself?
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Ireland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour.
How will reclaiming the peak help the Wardens?
Soldier's Peak is strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that it would be worth it right there. He also hoped to recover lost Warden history and perhaps a few old relics. No one knows what's up there now.
Why didn't Duncan help you?
Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new Wardens and meeting with good King Caelan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostergar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance.
What do you need from me?
I can pick my way through the tunnels at the base of Soldier's Peak, but the place, well, they say it's haunted, and it'll be dangerous for certain. Will you think on it, at least?
Your family's faithfully rewarded. I will help you.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fennec, at your service, once again. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Have you been following us?
I can see why you might be suspicious, being a Grey Warden and all. Were I in your shoes, I would feel the same way. Trust me when I say that my encountering you here was serendipity and nothing more. I travel a lot, so I'm bound to meet everyone on the road eventually. If you prefer, I'll take my boy and be on my way. But regretfully, you're the safest spot on this road, without a doubt.
You're free to stay, just mind yourselves.
Wonderful. Thank the kind lady, won't you, boy?
Thank you, kind lady.
We won't be a bother to you and your companions, I assure you. If you should need enchantments, simply talk to my boy. Otherwise, come speak with me. You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Oh, wait, no, I don't want to do that
Of
yet.
course. Good fortune to you and yours.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. So let me get everybody now. Sweet, okay. Ooh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Apparently she just doesn't have armor. Oh, that's why. Okay, he's good.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
What enchantments does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
I would like some enchanting done.
Enchantment!
Ooh. Nice. Now let's go sell some junk.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Hello, Mustard Herring. Enchantment. I was so excited when they joined me. Monsieur, where's Bodan?
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected. And with your discount.
And your discount. Sandal's like my favorite character in every game ever. He is the best. Oh. Oh. Fancy. There's so much junk here to sell. Oh my god. Proving helm. Ow. It's for mage, angled strikers. Oh, there you go. So it's not as good, but it does have better crit. I'll worry about stuff right now, later. Oh. Hi, Elvis. Ooh, trap trigger. All right. Let's get going. Got about half an hour left.
And I'm off.
We can at least start going somewhere. Oh no! More contributions to the scare me to death. Guys, it's gonna be so scary when I play Amnesia. I'm gonna be crying. It's gonna be so bad. You're gonna laugh at me, and it's gonna be funny. Why are you level 6 and everyone else is level 7? Why do you suck out? Oh, because I didn't bring you. Let's bring Morgan.
Indeed.
And the boys.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, there's so much to do. Looking forward to meeting the goal. Yeah, it's gonna be funny. Well, I was gonna go to Red Cliff first, but I think I'm gonna go this way and then go around. But then maybe not. No, because yeah, I'm gonna go to Red Cliff first. Soldier's Peak is a neat idea. It is DLC, so I'm gonna get out of the way sooner. Yeah, let's give it a go. So much travel. How's it going, Elvis?
And here we are. Soldier's Peak. Maker's breath. Look at the size of her. What a fortress. I told you the map would get us through the tunnels.
Also, just admit it, you were lost a couple of times.
I wasn't lost, it's just that the map got soggy.
The map got soggy.
We're here. So, I'll follow you about, from a distance. This place has the stench of death. I expect there's trouble up ahead.
Soldier's Peak. Looks like it's seen better days. Better centuries, more like.
Once the wardens flourished, their ranks full, their caliber certain. Now they even accept people like you, Alistair.
Hey.
Fall back! Fall back already!
Taking the peak will not be easy, my lord.
I gave the wardens one chance to die with honor. Instead, they hole up like cowards. We follow the king's advice, then. Starve them out.
But the peak has months of supplies.
Then we wait. When they are too weak to lift their weapons, we will send them to their final judgment.
What was that? Felt a bit woozy there. I'm not mad, am I? You saw it too.
Have you done all the DLC for this game before? Yes, I have. I know I've done this. I've done Awakening for sure. I don't remember if there's anything in between at all, but I've definitely played it before. I'll say it was like a waking dream.
How's that possible? This place truly is haunted.
The world is full of mysteries.
Yes, Warden.
Now, it's obviously been like years and years since I've even played this game. Oh god!
Natural always smells so awful.
What's this one do again?
Right, men.
Cross me and you shall
Now you die. Okay. Done with you now.
Very well.
And your guide is just standing there. Yeah, I just noticed that too.
These.
Oh! They ran away this way.
All right then.
To taste
It is done.
Wipe them out. Very well.
Oh, there's a mage.
It is done.
Ew, it smells like my...
As you wish. So be it.
Many. Forgot how many there are here.
It shall be as you say.
too fast for you.
Win. You will learn to fear me. Need a little rest.
Oh god, where did that happen? I really need to pay attention to my people. Oh, he's still alive. Speaking of paying attention.
Too bad for you.
Right.
It's your time to shine.
That's a lot of blood.
Yes.
Ooh.
All right.
Did I finish picking everything up? I think I did. Okay, okay. That was just a ring. Good job guiding me, guide. Oh, goodness.
The men's morale is low. My spells are of no use in this matter, Commander.
There is more to leading men than sorcery, Averna. I will remind them that they're wardens. Men, I won't lie to you. The situation is grim. Our forces outnumbered, our bellies empty, and our hearts are sagging. But we are wardens! Darkspawn flee when they hear our horns. Archdemons die when they taste our blades. So are we to bend knee to a mere human despot? No! I, for one, will never give up! I, for one, will never surrender just to dance on Arlen's gallows. So I propose here and now, in these hallowed halls where generations of our brethren stood vigil against darkspawn and evil, that we send a message to that fat bastard. In this sacred place, proud men, strong men stood defiant, and would rather die than submit to tyranny.
So brave, even when starving, and my great-great-grandmother stood with them.
It's like King Arland was a tyrant?
Not much is known of King Arland. The War of Succession that followed his death, now that was a piece of work. Lasted nearly a decade, and almost burned Denerim and the palace to the ground. Loads of history was lost, but maybe there's answers to that inside. But I've gabbed enough. Lead on, my friend.
Oh. Oh yeah, demons and stuff. Oh no. Glad I just saved. Only got about 20 minutes or so left to go anyway, but we get some more fights in. Oh, good. Okay. So just where I thought I was. Sweet. Yeah. Oh, wrong way. I was facing the wrong way. Helpful. I know. Let's try this again.
Now this should be fun.
I mean, that was part of it. I think you made this scare dupe to death, just took up all the points you had. Plus, I just thought a community goal would be fun.
That's a lot of blood.
But also I know from experience on some channels I follow, I have nothing to spend my points on. Especially if I've already subbed, because I got all the emotes already.
Yes.
So it just gives something to do with it.
The unnatural always smells so
It's good use of points. I agree. Figure if there's games I'm afraid to play, I'll make you guys make me do it. It also proves that you actually want to see it too. That way I'm not boring anyone with stuff. Not that me playing Amnesia would be boring at all. Considering how much I got myself worked up about Gone Home, that isn't even a scary game. I just assumed it was.
And I'm off.
Exactly. Horror is never a borer.
Yes.
I worry so much, Elvis. Unless it's about creatures that bore into you. Ew, body horror. Yes, my whole thing is I worry all the time. It's my aesthetic. Vaporwave and worry. Ah!
I go.
You will not fear me.
Turn back!
That's a lot of blood.
Oh.
So be it.
Right, Ned.
Very well.
Vaporwave and Worry would be a good name for a podcast or a YouTube channel, pretty much anything really. That should be like a logo or a motto I have. Instead of Netflix and chill or whatever, Vaporwave and Worry.
I'm off.
Let us end this! Just die already! Alright!
It is done.
Let me go!
And I'm off.
Heavy metal shield. Going out? Okay, Jay, thank you. I'm almost done anyway. So you're not going to be missing much. Thank you for stopping by and have a good time wherever you're going. Where did my pen go? What happens when you move things around? Oh, it's right here. I want to write something down while I think of things. Okay. That's where I came in from. Okay. Oh, cutscenes.
Make them pay for every inch, men!
Title of your sex tape.
Flank! Avernus, we need you!
Nelateb Obrasuth Sithan Net Bekon.
Andraste's blood! What?
More Avernus! Whatever it takes!
Keli A Benfotos Victos.
Press them! Press them now!
No! I command you, fight the king's men!
So much death, suffering, and oh yes, blood. The veil is torn now. Your soul is mine, Avernus.
Acolytes, retreat now. The battle is lost.
Avernus!
What just happened? Oh no, more fighting.
Yup. More fighting. Yes, this is DLC, what else? I think it's not along with Awakening and that, because Awakening's after the game, but I don't know actually when all the DLC came out. Fancy DLC! Oh, let's get this rage. No. Yeah, let's get this rage demon. Okay, that was the time. Okay, you're here. It's not worth it.
Really suits you.
Tango.
Let's make this quick.
Done.
You battle a Kunari.
Ooh. Ads. Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, I'm gonna make them less frequent.
Oh, this could be good. Oh, fell down. You will learn to fear me. Nice try.
I'll just keep going down.
Right.
Oh, okay. No, I have to. That's because you have a subscription. You are subscribed.
Down you go.
Do I have to destroy something? Am I forgetting the point of this? Yeah, the reason I removed the ads is because I want people to feel obligated to subscribe to me. I'm just here to chill, you know? But then I was like, nah, the ads shouldn't be that bad.
Let's have at it.
Begin the onslaught. How amusing. If you insist.
But you know.
Behind you.
Oh, Alistair, you need some help. You need help, son.
Let's do this quickly, shall we?
But the ads are really obnoxious, and I gotta adjust them and figure out how they work
Summoned
best.
demons. Can't believe it. And my grandmother, she knew.
Yeah, if they didn't mute your stream, it wouldn't be so bad. Or like paused it or something. But then the delay on that would be insane. So she was fighting for her life.
I believed that my family was better than that. But answers may lay up ahead.
I'll definitely take a look at the ads later tonight. The settings on them. Oh, corpses, yay. Lucy? Hi. Aw. Sub. Okay, wow, so much is happening at once. Oh, thank you for the gift subs, Alvis. Thank you for the raids, Lucy. Now, I only got about like 15-20 minutes left, but please come in. Say hello. How's it going today, Lucy? Elvis, you're so sweet.
Hello there.
Sound alert. Lucy! How's it going? I'm just playing some Dragon Age.
Yes.
Were you playing more Elden Ring? Oh, I should have leveled everyone up. I got distracted with the ad talk. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh my gosh, I know how to do buttons. Oh my gosh, my hair just like brushed my back and I thought something was on me. All the spider fighting. Ah, yeah, I get that. I've been having a lot of fun watching people play Elden Ring, but it's definitely not something I want to do myself. But her willpower's crazy. I honestly don't care what I give her. Whatever. Have you beaten any bosses since I was in last? I taught. That works. Yes, it is. Deal with it. I know we have much contention, Elvis, over my auto leveling. I don't want to deal with my party. They're their own people. I only want to deal with myself, okay? Oh, let's go here then, because that looks magical. I don't want to deal with that right now either. Screams internally.
Step no further, Warden. This one would speak with you.
No, not with the game so much, just some people that are meant to be delivering stuff. Annoying as hell, ranging in time every 5 minutes and then changing again in rapid messages. Ah, so annoying with people. I feel that. Who or what are you?
This one is the Dryden, Commander, Sophia. All these things.
Grandmother?
You have slain many of the demon ilk to get here. This one would propose a deal.
Nice. Have you beat the game yet? I don't actually... It's hard to keep track when I'm only able to see a little bit here and there. Oh, guys, Elvis is channel boss again. Elvis. Thank you for all the subs. Is there anything left of the real Sophia inside you? That chick is like listens to metal one time.
This one has tasted her memories, seen her thoughts and hidden places. But she is food for this one. No more, no less.
Levi, I'm afraid your great-grandmother is possessed.
That, or she's really let herself go. My great-great-grandmother is dead. I don't know what that is.
You want my spot, it'll have to be hard fought. Ah, you do take your spot as the channel boss very seriously, Elvis. Okay. Now why should I trust a demon?
What is one woman child compared to your might? Strike me down if my terms offend. A fool this one would be to betray the warden.
I am the harbinger of the channel. Tell me about this deal.
The Kyun is quite clear in matters of demons. Destroy them quickly and efficiently. Enough talk.
Deal with me now, warrior, and you will thwart many of my kind. This one will explain. The soldier's peak traps me. This one sees so many tantalizing places in the Dryden's memories. This one would see the world herself. For me to be free, into the old mage tower you go and destroy. In return, this one seals the veil. No more demons. No more enemies. Your peak would be safe.
No.
Just let this one go into the world.
I'll try the Levi thing. I'm here on behalf of Levi. Tell me about Sophia Dryden.
This one knows all, but will only talk after the tower lies broken.
There's no way I'd make a deal with you.
Then you are a fool!
Sorry, Levi.
See, we are not alone.
Always smells so awful.
I see.
That won't stop me. Going. All right, I'm game.
Let's have at it!
Oh, I am low.
I see.
You cannot win.
Yes!
All right.
Insufficient skill.
Yes.
I did this too early, I guess. Get good, Scrub. You're the one who told me to do this so early. You get good, Scrub. Make better suggestions. I'm glad you're my friend. Alright. I guess it's all going to Alistair because my strength sucks. Yep. Oh, Alistair's strength sucks. 26. Alright, Sten, you're a Grey Warden now. For now. You value your friendship too. Oh yeah, Alistair, do you have a... No, wrong person. You can't... You need to bring Alistair's strength up real bad. My stuff's... I think my stuff's better. Yeah, mine's better. Alright. Okay. Oh no. Come on, there we go. Wouldn't go through the door for a second.
Going.
As you wish.
Take that!
I mean, if you can't talk endless smack, you're even really friends? I don't know. I don't have friends I don't talk smack with.
Another battle, I see.
Oh god, a trap is triggered. Oh shit.
It's your time to die.
Normally I can see those better from the up view. Okay, that's not true. I do have friends I don't talk smack with, but a lot of them I do. That's 10. Me. Wow, these traps are hard to see. How about my perception? I'd like to get some XP for these traps, but I guess not. I guess I just don't get to see them. Oh god.
Oh, this should be good.
I think I'm gonna have to leave just before this. Yeah, after this fight I will stop.
How are you? I am your Now we get our hands dirty. Don't be defeated.
Alright, because I do have to go. Didn't know, only just noticed the time. Alright. Oop, oop. Alright, so we'll be ending the stream soon now. Just gotta figure who we're gonna raid. It's the game. Okay. Let's see who's still on. Oh, looks like Rico is just starting Elden Ring. So let's hop over there then and say hello. And as usual, don't forget to do your Paragon raid with Paragon icons if you can. Just yell Paragon raid. Woo! Fun times. Alright. Thank you everyone for joining me. Thank you for all the subs and the raid. That was a lot of fun. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to remember. Next Thursday, or not next Thursday, this coming Thursday, I'll be doing more Dragon Age, so we'll finish up this DLC. And go to Redcliffe, probably. So, I didn't want to end in the middle of the DLC, but I didn't notice the time. That's my own fault for not paying attention. Alright, let's hop on over. Alright, everyone. Gotta wait for the raid to finish. Getting set up. Alright, let's head over. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.